For those of you who are starting your handmade holiday cards now, I have something very exciting to share. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel, and today the new Spellbinders Handmade Holidays Kit is available. This is an amazing kit chock full of lots of different options for you creating handmade holiday cards. So first, let's unbox the kit right now so you can see everything that's included. So this is the brand new Spellbinders Handmade Holidays Christmas Kit. It comes in this gorgeous box that really makes you feel like you're opening a Christmas present to yourself. Once you open it, it's all wrapped in tissue paper, just like a present. And once you open up that tissue paper, the first thing that you're going to see is this card, which shows you the contents of the kit at the bottom of the front side of the card, but it also gives you card inspiration. Lots of ideas on this one little card for some cards that you can create, but not just cards. There's also a layout too. So whether you're a scrapbooker or a card maker, this kit really has a ton of items inside that will help you create quickly and easily. First up are the elegant and floral and wreath kind of die cuts. There's a ton of them in here. There's 2 of each style, and these come in the most traditional colors of red and green. There's A2 cards and A2 envelopes, and there's 5x7 cards and 5x7 envelopes. I know some of you really like, especially with your holiday cards, to create in that larger format, so I will make one of those even though I don't normally. Here's the adhesive that's included in the kit. There's a double-sided tape as well as 2 sheets of their pop dots. This is the second set of die cuts, so a whole other slew of die cuts. These are more cute images like Christmas tree and a sled with presents, but there are also some non-traditional colors, like there's pinks and light blues included in the reds and greens. There's also lots of foiling in this kit. So you can see that reindeer is foiled. There's a joy sentiment that's foiled. Those candy cans are just adorable. There's lots of items to use. If you find something you like, you can at least create 2 different cards because there are the 2 options of each of the styles. There's tags, there's banners. This is the chipboard sticker set. There are 2 sheets and they always pile things inside each other so that you get more for your money here. You get frames inside of frames. There's also foiling on those. There's a stamp set and it's mostly sentiments with 1 image. There's also a confetti, a little bag of confetti. This is a really iridescent, pretty light blue. There are gems that come in 3 sizes, very sparkly and really a beautiful color. There are 2 sheets of stickers. I love those postage stamps. We're going to use those right away. And there's sentiments, there's little circles, and you'll hear me throughout the video talk about using these stickers on the envelope flaps, and I think that's a great way to use them too. There is a sheet of puffy stickers, and they're the shiny puffy stickers and foiling puffy stickers. There's also a 6x6 pattern paper pad. You get a ton of different designs. There's plenty of elegant designs, cute designs like polka dots, and there's also a whole set of 8.5x11 cardstock. I like that they did not cut them down to A2, especially since you have those 5x7 card bases included. So some of these colors you get 2 sheets, some you get 1, but there's a great variety. It goes really well with all of those pattern papers and all the colors in the embellishments too. So this is going to be a very quick and easy compilation of cards. There's also some foil sheets in that cardstock too. Now, I'm just going to grab some elements from the kit and start making some holiday cards. For this first card, I grabbed a piece of pattern paper from the 6x6 pattern paper pad that's in the kit, and you can see there's a little design on it. It is actually gold foiled. I'm cutting this down even smaller than 4x5 1/4 because I'm going to use this red pattern paper as the background, and I want to be able to see more than just a tiny little bit around the margins. So I did cut it down a little bit more, and I'll just adhere that smaller pattern paper down to the larger one to mat it. Now I'm using those postage stamp stickers that I was raving about before, but I want to pop them up. So I'm taking some anti-static powder and placing it on the back. Now these are very sticky stickers, so it's gonna take a little bit of that powder to really get that adhesive off. I just don't want when it presses down against the pattern paper in the mail for it to stick down. So I really want it only stuck where those foam pops are. So I'm taking all that adhesive off, and I'll do that for 3 of the larger rectangle stamps at the bottom of this grid, and then 3 of the horizontal smaller rectangle stamps right above those, and they fit perfectly together, which is really nice. It's just like putting a little puzzle together. And I just chose images that I thought went well together, as well as colors that went well together, and I'm popping them up all on those pop dots that came in the kit. Here's a Happy Holidays sentiment. It's from the die cuts, and so I added that, and then some chipboard stickers that have some gold foiling to them that went really nicely with the pattern paper. And that's just for a little bit of embellishment around that sentiment. Quick and easy. Now I'll just add some tape runner to the card base, that A2 card base that comes in the kit, and adhere my panel down. And then, like I mentioned, I grabbed a sticker that I thought went really well and put it on the flap of the envelope. For the next kit, I'm starting with cardstock, and there are 2 different reds. There's a bright red, and then there's more of that kind of deeper red here. So I'm using the deeper red, and then a diagonal stripe pattern paper on top of that, and then this text paper on top of that. Start playing with the pattern papers in this kit, because I'm telling you, they all go so well together. It really isn't hard to mix and match them. Don't forget that the foam pops have around the outside foam that has adhesive on it. So don't waste any little bit. I just cut off an entire strip to adhere this larger die cut down to the center of my card. So that's just a way to use every little bit up if you need to, if you're running low on pop dots. I also added a few of the gold foil die cuts around that cardinal, and then the joy sentiment is gold foiled as well. So I'll place this on an A2 card base, and then grab a postage stamp sticker that is that same cardinal on the envelope flap. And it's just so amazing how cute they look together. Next up, I decided to create a 5x7 card. Like I mentioned, I don't do that a lot. So I cut a piece of cardstock down to 5x7. And now, even though the pattern paper is 6x6, you can actually use a couple of pieces of pattern paper together to really add a little bit of interest to the background of your 5x7 card. I did cut down a piece of the gold foil cardstock as a strip, and I placed it right over the gap in between the 2 pattern papers because I was not measuring correctly, apparently. I also placed down a strip of that foam, like I mentioned, and placed the flower down on top of that. That's because I didn't want to butt up against the tag, so I placed the foam down on the card itself. I'll also use some of those puffy, shiny stickers. Now that holly has a little piece in the center that I realized after the fact, so it comes out pretty easily. I just was able to bend the card a little bit and then add some berries to that holly. Look at that cute little bow. I just think that's adorable. And don't worry, I will fix the joy sentiment. I know it's kind of looking a little wonky right now. And I added a little bit of those pink gems. They have so much sparkle and shine, and they look really, really great, calling out that pink or corally color. So this one will go on the 5x7 card base. So I'll use a little tape runner and place my panel down right on that card base. Then I have my 5x7 envelope, and I'll place a large postage stamp sticker on the flap there. I just think these are so easy to pull together, whether you're doing 5x7 or A2. Next up, I did want to show you that the stamps do stamp very nicely. So I have the sentiment that says, wishing you a season that's merry and bright. And I have it in the center of a piece of A2 cardstock that is white. That's from the kit as well. I decided though to cut it down to 4x5¼ so I could mat it on some of this light blue pattern paper that's got the little snowflakes in the background. and then I'll just mat that white cardstock on top of the blue so it has that little edge all around the outside. This is more of that non-traditional color combination, which I absolutely love. So I am using a grid format. If you find a bunch of little die cuts and stickers that are all about the same size, same colors, this will work really well for a design that you can create over and over and over again. So I just added a few of these little confetti just for some little sparkle and shine to that basic design. I know I usually don't show placing the panels on the card bases, but I just wanted to remind you that they do come with the card bases, they do come with the envelopes, so really there's almost everything you need in this kit. For this next card, I did go again with the non-traditional colors, that sort of peachy pink, and I found a couple of die cuts that matched as well. That little ornament, house, and present have the color in it, as well as the Merry Christmas banner at the top, and this little die cut as well. So I'm using some foam dots to pop everything up. The other thing that these die cuts have is that gold foiling, so that pulls the whole card together as well. And add a few of those little sparkle gems just for some additional interest to the top of the card, so there's less of that open space. And then adhere that down to an A2 card base and find something that matches. Here's a little snowflake that is gold foil on that pink background. So perfect match to this card. For the frames, I like to back them with pattern paper. So just line it up on the corner of a piece of pattern paper and then trim off the excess on the two sides that there is excess. Just use some sharp scissors. Next, I cut down a piece of pattern paper to 4 by 5 1/4 and matted it on the brighter red cardstock, and then added some tape runner behind that frame that's got the pattern paper adhered to it. Now I have a little chipboard sticker with the reindeer in gold, and then a Merry Christmas die cut. It is gold foil on white cardstock, so everything is so easy to coordinate because of the color schemes, because of the designs. There's a little star that's gold foil, and then I added a little flag at the top and some chipboard stickers to add a little bit more to this card as far as a sentiment and as far as that little interest in the top right hand corner there, a couple little chipboard stickers on top of those as well. So again, add that to a card base, add a reindeer sticker to the flap of the envelope, and everything is matching and coordinating. This kit is going to help you make a ton of cards in minutes. Seriously, I know I didn't show every little spot of design, but I'm telling you, these cards came together so quickly because everything coordinates. These holiday kits tend to sell out fast, so be sure, if you're interested, to check out the link that I included in the YouTube description box below this video so you can grab yours. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by today and spending time with me. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. As always, there's nothing. The brain is like empty all of a sudden. Okay. Close enough, right? Okay.